I have exactly 72 hours to brainstorm and design a first-person shooter video game from scratch, and then pitch that game to a group of judges to rate it from 1 to 10. And the timer starts, now. Okay. Day 1. I've designed creatures and weapons before, but I've never designed an entire game. And I'm gonna be honest, I've kind of got no idea what I'm doing. So I guess that's gonna be the first thing we have to figure out. Okay, so the most common Google results say that gameplay is the most important thing about a video game, so I guess that's where we're gonna start. But this already opens up a whole lot of questions, like what's the pacing of the game gonna be like? Is it gonna be a fast-paced game like Doom or a slow-paced game like Rust? Is this game gonna be a hero shooter where there are specific characters that have specific abilities? What about the movement and combat mechanics of the game? To answer these questions, I'm gonna have to do more research to find out how I want my game to play. After a few hours of searching the web, I discovered that most new video game ideas are actually just combinations of 2 or more already existing games. So I gotta choose which games I'm gonna take from. I want my game to be a very fast-paced movement shooter, so I watched a bunch of videos about the different kinds of FPS games. This is Funk. He's the bomb. Funk made a video about the coolest movement shooter that has ever existed. This game is anything you could ever want. It's got sliding, dashing, grappling. You could stop time on a rocket, jump on the rocket, and then let that rocket propel you forward. This game is a masterpiece. So I'm stealing it. I also want this game to mainly be multiplayer, almost kind of like a party game. So I have an idea for what game I could steal from next. Super Smash Bros. Has many unique features, but I'm only going to be taking 2 of them. First, when you take damage in this game, your health slowly changes color from white to red. The more red your health is, the easier it is for you to lose a life. Second, there's only one main game mode, Restock. Every player has 3 lives, and the last player standing wins. I like both of these ideas, so they're mine now. Okay, Google is telling me that the second most important thing in a video game is the story, so that's what I gotta do next. But it's already 10:30 and it's already 10:30? Dang, I think I just spent the majority of my day doing research. At least it was productive. California girls are up again. I think I might be running out of time. Good morning, people. I worked for about 12 hours yesterday, so I'm a little tired this morning, but that doesn't really matter right now because I only have about 49 hours left, so I need to hurry up and tackle this story before I run out of time. Okay, I'm back and I have a bunch of notes. Something that I learned by watching a lot of videos is that video game stories mainly care about 2 things: the world the game is set in and the game's characters. So first, I gotta start with the world building. And lucky for me, I already have one of those. Flashback to 2 years ago, I'm falling asleep in my AP biology class when our teacher shows us this video.
Scientists in Hawaii and Istanbul have created rabbits that glow in the dark.
We learned that the DNA that works in one animal works in all animals. A fact that I thought was so cool that I made an entire webcomic about it. In this story, every human on Earth has been mixed with the DNA of a different animal, and because of that, they exhibit those animal traits. They aren't furries. Just getting that out there. This world building also massively helps with the characters too, because now I know that all of my characters have to be part animal. To make things easier for me, and because I'm running out of time, I decided to take some of the characters from my webcomic, starting with me, or rather, a version of myself when I was 16. This was the point in my life when I first started taking drawing seriously, and with that came a lot of fear and doubt about my future. I wanted to be a professional concept artist, but art school was too expensive. And so this character, kind of like me, carries a lot of anxieties with him. He's also got the DNA of an ice dragon, and because of that, he's able to create anything that he can think of out of ice, even things he doesn't want to make. This is Sinumius. All of Sinumius' fears and doubts made real, and because of that, they look very similar to each other. Lastly is a rabbit character named Nita Quickfoot. She can run fast, jump high, and has a powerful kick. Okay, that's the roster of characters so far, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think 3 characters are gonna do it, so I'm gonna need to make at least 1 more character. Okay, it's been like 4 hours, and I came up with 2 good ideas. First, we have a chameleon character named Camille Leon. See what I did there? He can turn invisible, grab enemy players with his tongue, and copy other characters' abilities. Second is a bird character named Finch Griffin. He can fly for short periods of time, dive bomb enemy players, and has a slingshot. Now, I like both characters, but I'm gonna have to go with Finch Griffin, simply because being able to turn invisible might make players hide in corners, which would ruin the pacing of the game. And now that I have the story and some characters, I can finally sleep. Not well, because the fear of presenting a garbage game to the judges is going to keep me awake, but I can still sleep. Oh man, I got no idea what else I gotta do tomorrow. I am completely lost. I did not get enough sleep last night. I am very tired, but if I want to have a good game on my hands, I gotta finish strong. Today, I gotta focus the last of my effort on game balancing, level design. Oh, and I gotta make a slideshow presentation for the judges. Yeah, no, I don't think I can do that in 20 hours. After 3 hours of research, I finally understand how game balancing works. If you make a character more powerful than the rest, everyone's gonna be using that character because they're better than everyone else. So to make each character on equal footing with each other, but still unique, I need to create a system of pros and cons for each. I have now done that. Here's what it looks like. See, Munis is the easiest character to play. I wanted his short range and long range to be about the same in terms of damage, making him the most well-rounded. Sinumius, by contrast, is the most difficult. I have no idea how that's going to be the case, but I don't really have time to think right now. Nita is the fastest character, but she sacrifices a decent amount of range for her attacks. This will force the players who play her to use her speed creatively to get close to their enemies. Finch is the long-range character, being able to do lots of damage from far away, but struggles to put up a fight at close range. I have no way to know if these balances will actually make the game fair for every player, so because of that, it's time to move on to making the maps. And I don't know how map making works. Heck, I haven't even made that slideshow presentation for the judges, and there's only 9 hours left. I think that means I'm gonna have to pull an all-nighter. Oh no, I'm gonna have to pull an all-nighter. Wish me luck. While I'm doing that, if you like this game idea, then please consider subscribing. My goal is to get to 60,000 subscribers so that I can get noticed by the best YouTuber of all time, Man Eating Food. He's eaten everything. Hummus, granola, Adam Sandler. What? We need to surpass him, so subscribe! Okay, it's 10 a.m., which means, time's up. I didn't finish the map making portion. I didn't have enough time. I did finish the presentation, however, which means it's time to do that. I have created a full game pitch for these professional video game judges to rate my game from 1 to 10. These guys are like the perfect judges, too. I found them in an anime Discord server, so you know these guys are gamers. Gentlemen,
Yo, hop on Roblox, bro.
would y'all be interested in listening to my game pitch?
Go for it.
Yeah?
Is this gonna be cringe or what?
I have hope for this. I have hope.
This is my game pitch.
Bro, that's the default.
So, this is a game called Beastborn.
So I think it needs some work just a little bit. I will say adding more characters would definitely be a go-to.
Oh, I actually do like the concept though. I think the concept is really good. I do like the combat idea. If it's like based on Ultra Kill, I think it'll be really good. Just depends on how it feels and like the smoothness of it.
I need you guys now to think about what you would rate this game idea from 1 to 10, and then place that number in the new Discord channel.
I'm thinking long and hard about this.
Y'all done typing?
Yeah.
Okay, moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Hey, not bad.
In my mind, a 7 don't count. Like 8 is pretty much dead on. If it's done well, I think it can go far.
While I did technically run out of time, I still managed to get good ratings. But this isn't over yet, because now I actually gotta make the game. I'm gonna be streaming the development of this game here on YouTube, so subscribe to my Patreon and my Ko-Fi if you want to support me or the creation of this game. Also, I think you'll really like this video over here.
How do you pronounce
Sinumius. It is literally just Sinumius backwards.
my God,
I couldn't think of anything else.
That's the worst!
Shut up! Shut up!